next card, we're going to do this fun kind of green and ivory and yellow, I went with kind of a, almost a country feel, a little bit. Not like country as in like twang country, but more of like a out in the county kind of a feel. Because I just, again, love this chicken die cut so much. And I love how the wing pops up a little bit. It's just so cute. Oh my gosh, I can hardly stand it. It's just so much fun. Okay, so what you see here in your kit is this little circle here. Just wanted to show you how this was done. Basically what I did was I just took my ink pad. I took antique linen. Oh, I thought I had it in here. Maybe I don't. Sorry friends, I'm looking for it. There it is. So I took the antique linen. I'm just going to grab my craft mat here just to show you really fast how I did this. It's so easy. So when I had originally built this card, I did not really think there was really enough contrast when we went to do the layering. It just really kind of fell into the card. So I wanted to make it more exciting because obviously you get more contrast with that. So in order to do this, this paper has a little bit of a texture to it. So I'm just going to show you my little craft mat here. What I did was I just took my ink pad, I went ink pad side down, and just scraped it right across just like that. And so you get that kind of mottled kind of tone on tone effect. But what's cool about that is that let's say you're working on a paper and you really need a fun, quick background. This is such an easy technique to do because you can just take the ink pad and just, again, just apply it directly onto the little circle. So anyways, that's how that was done. So now you know. All right, to put our card together here, this is what we're going to do. All right, so the first thing I'm gonna have you do before we start doing any layering is you have this piece here of this gold kind of sheer thin ribbon here. So pick one end and you're gonna tie a bow as close to that end as you can. All right, so we're just gonna tie a little bow here. It doesn't have to be perfect, but it does need to be small. All right, I'm just gonna move these out of the way. So I'm just gonna kind of pull on that a little bit and kind of pull those down. Okay, so there's one, and then go ahead and pick the other end and do the same thing. So this is just going to guarantee that we're able to get two bows from our twine. I would hate for you to make one and then go to put it on there and trim off the other end and have it be too small or not enough twine. So that's why we're gonna just make these bows now. All right, perfect. We'll pull that down there. Wonderful. All right, and then once we've done that, this piece right here between the two bows, we're just going to cut that in half, and that way you have one tiny bow and you have a second tiny bow. And I'm realizing this bow is a little wonky. I'm just going to kind of pull on those, pull my little tails down. I like to hold those in between my finger and my thumb, down here, my ring finger and my thumb, and then using my pointer finger and the top of my thumb, I like to just kind of pull on the little bows, okay? All right, so we have two little bows. Okay, now we're gonna put our card together. All right, so what you're gonna see here is we have a card here that has thank you at the bottom, and then we have a card here that just has one little flower at the bottom. The thank you with the flowers is supposed to be on the front of the card. If you do not want this to be a thank you card, you could easily cut out like a little flag or some kind, or you could put a little ribbon or something along that edge to cover up the thank you if you wanted to make it like a birthday card. But you can easily cut something else out and put it on top just to block that off if you have a different small sentiment that you wanted to use instead. But I just thought this was a really sweet card that would be perfect for thank you. We're gonna flip that over and put double-sided tape on all four sides, just like always. And then we're gonna take our green mesh. I'm gonna stick this on the top here. And I would say I'm aiming about a ½ an inch from the top. And then I'm just gonna fold that to the back side. And then pull that tight, flip this over, and just stick that to the back. And then I'm putting double-sided tape down again where that mesh is. That way that part of the card is sticky, but also it locks the mesh ribbon in place. Now I'm just gonna go ahead and mount that to the front of my green card base here. And there's about 1/8 of an inch border on all four sides there. We'll stick that down. Then, well, we might as well do this now. This piece with the single flower at the bottom, we're gonna go ahead and put that on the inside of the card. So double-sided tape on the back, and we'll just go ahead and stick that right in. Once again, it's going to be the same size as the front piece, so there's 1/8 of an inch border on all four sides there. And then we're just going to add on the cute little fun stuff. So on our back side of our little kind of mottled looking circle that we did the inking on, we're just going to put double-sided tape on the back side of that. You could put some glue, but double-sided tape is easy and quick. And this is going to go right in the middle of the card. And then we're going to take our little chicken, and he's also going to go right on the front here. Or she, I guess, because if it was a he, it would be a rooster. I'm going to go ahead and just put some glue on here. And I'm not going to put glue on the wing part because I love how the wing is a little bit more raised up. Oh, that's a piece. I want the wing to be a little bit raised up, so I thought that would just be kind of fun if I laid that on there and then kind of popped the wing up just slightly. If you happen to have a pop dot, you could stick that underneath it, but I don't want to add too much dimension to this card. And then we're going to put double-sided tape, a tiny piece here and here, and that will just finish off the card with our 2 little bows. And I just thought, like I said, that those were just really sweet and really cute. I just love that. We don't really need very much tape, just a very, very small amount, just enough to hold those little bows in place. Oh, that bow's coming undone. We'll stick this guy here. Again, we just need a little bit. Okay, and then I'm going to go ahead and just trim my little tails so they're nice and short. I might pull that out just a little bit, just so that my tails are not so stark straight down. And our little tails here. All right, and there we have card number 2. Isn't that so cute? Oh my gosh, I just love it. I love the little chicken. Oh my gosh. Well, if you love chickens, you're gonna love the next card because it's all chickens all the time. All right, on to the last card, friends.